Now, Mumbai court has announced a life sentence for the man found guilty of assaulting, molesting and killing young lawyer Pallavi Purkayastha in her flat in 2012. 22-year-old Sajjad Ahmad, the watchman at Pallavi's apartment building, was given life term after being found guilty by the court last week. According to the police, Ahmad was aware that Pallavi was alone on the night of the 9th of August 2012 when he disconnected the power supply to the 16th floor flat. When she called him in to bring in an electrician in the house, he stole her house keys and later in the night snuck in and attempted to rape her. When she resisted, he killed her. That's what the charge sheet has said. My colleague Saurabh Gupta, who's in fact been tracking that particular case in the Mumbai Sessions Court, now joins me live from Mumbai. Saurabh, so the defense are really getting their way by arguing that he was a young man and this was the first case, and there is a huge scope for reformation, and the Mumbai Sessions Court actually giving into that in a sense.
That's right. Of course, the court ruling that this does not fall into the rarest of rare category, though her parents would have hoped that the court would have given Sajjad Ahmad Moghul the death penalty. That's what they've been asking for, but clearly the arguments on the quantum of sentencing have been going on for a while in the court. And of course, what the defense had argued was that this case was not the rarest of rare, did not fall into the rarest of rare category because of a number of reasons. One of them being that this case was largely proved on circumstantial evidence, and the other being that the convict was very young. He was only 22 at the time of the crime. That is what the defense had argued. The prosecution, however, had argued that this case was one that deserved the death penalty. It was the rarest of rare because not just the brutality of the crime, the man was a security guard and he was supposed to be protecting Pallavi from such crimes instead of being the perpetrator of the crime, and also the brutal nature in which the crime itself was committed. However, having heard all these arguments, the court did rule that this case was not rarest of rare. It gave the accused the life sentence for murdering Pallavi, life sentence by which the court meant that the remainder of natural life, which means that he will remain in prison till he dies, and also the court has also sentenced him to prison and imposed fines on him for other crimes that he committed, like trespassing and other crimes that were committed at that point of time.
Right. Saurabh, really quickly, also, is there any word yet on whether Pallavi's parents are going to appeal for a stronger sentence in a higher court, or any word at all also from Sajjad's lawyer?
Well, that's right. We did speak to Pallavi's parents, and in fact they say that they will appeal in a higher court. They're of course dissatisfied with the verdict. In fact, I spoke to Pallavi's father just a short while back, and let's just see what he had to say to me in this interview. Sajjad Ahmad Moghul, the man who murdered Pallavi Purkayastha, has been given a life sentence by the Sessions Court in Mumbai. Her parents obviously expected the death sentence and are disappointed with the verdict. But joining me now is Pallavi's father, Mr. Purkayastha. Sir, the verdict in this case, you would have liked him to get the death sentence, but obviously disappointed with the verdict?
Yeah, we are very disappointed with the verdict. See, whatever will be the court's decision, order, we know that we will not get Pallavi back, neither Avik will come back. But we wanted that court should make example out of this case, so that there should not be other Pallavi, other Avik suffering, their family suffering. If we allow this kind of things, where there is a provision for death penalty, if it is not implemented, if it is not ordered, then how is we provide an example to the society? Certainly we like that the sentence is enhanced, but we have to go by the procedure. So after this it has to go to the High Court. So High Court will have to, we have to wait for the written order, and then on the basis of that we'll take a decision.